On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
What's the run? They're running it. Check 99. Check 9 over. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Shoot. Go. Check 30.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's got room. There goes Duke Johnson. Touchdown, Washington. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. X3. 218. Chop it.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsay. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second down, Lawrence. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Go.
Mike's 56.
Watch the curl. Hey, Orbit. Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
49, check 49. 80 weapon, hustle.
Check.
Get it.
On second down now. It's Lindsay, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
At the 17-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. 2nd down, Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
3rd down.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Third down. Here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They'll run here with Lindsey. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
132 fighter. Look, squeeze.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
56. Yo.
Hey, Delta.
56.
Big grip.
On third down, Lawrence. He's got his man here. It's Green. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Go, Jackrabbit, come on.
On first down, Lindsey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
He's checking.
Greystone, travel.
Crash. Check 3.
Let's go. Snap.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On the ready.
6 by 56. Time to go. Night. We got tight left. Hey,
2.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. And this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Check nickel.
Let's go.
Off play action, Lawrence. He's going to launch this thing way down. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Let's get it.
Get ready. 50, plant. Pilot, 64, weak.
53.
Ready.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Haskins to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Check 56. Let's go, G. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
I'm going to come back to you. 56 to Mike. 56.
Throwing again. Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
59.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
59 Mike. 59.
Hey, Sam off.
6 man. Check curls. Check curls. Check curls.
25. Check 25. Bravo.
Spot.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left. And got his man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 94 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Nowhere to escape. escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha. Step.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. Lawrence trying to lay one up deep. This is intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Love. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here's Haskins to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Haskins will throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Ready? Squeeze, squeeze, double up. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check back. Check back.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins. He finds his man Johnson. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Third down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
That's what I do.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Now, he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the Broncos' 35-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Don't be scared. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Watch the shift.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Welcome back now to Denver, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready, break.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hey, Charlie.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Lawrence. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Deuce, 6-6, pull it high.
To throw again, Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Exit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And McManus able to put it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Haskins. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
You got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Another run by Lindsey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Tighten up.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Kill, kill, kill. No, no, no.
Blue draw quarters. Hey, Echo. Yep.
Hold.
Shoot.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. He's got his tight end fan. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Tight dog.
Bam.
Check.
Guard. Rock it.
Twist. Check three.
Now it's Lindsey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Coming this way. Here we go. Out.
Hey, orbit.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
They're not ready for this. Go.
Back to throw.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Dancing to his left. Incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, Wahoo.
Check. 59. Let's go, D.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going with Lindsey. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
McManus's point after is good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. Haskins now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously,